I think the girls did a really good job of just coming out and creating their own energy too. I know sometimes it's hard to play in the gym. It was kind of dead and quiet in here today, and I think they were really supportive of each other in different roles and very encouraging, and just tried to make that as fun as we could. And then they also are working on getting better at things that we do need to get better at.
Your team had 27 service aces today. That seemed to be the big key for you guys on the Bluefield stage. What are your thoughts on the service game tonight?
I think our serves were really strong tonight. That's something we've been working on a little bit, is not only serving aggressively, but serving aggressively confidently all the time. I think we struggled with that throughout the year, and it was nice to see them step up, on 7, 8-point runs and still feel just as confident and serving that ball as they did in the first one. So I think they did a really good job with that.
Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen out of Lawrence, Gibson, and Lillian tonight and over the course of the season?
Yeah, Maddie and then Brooke as well. She wasn't in as much tonight to really, get the numbers that she needed. But both of those in the middle have just been. We've relied on them a lot this year. I knew we were going to rely on them a little bit more than we did last year coming out of the spring. But I think they've done a great job of just, handling the responsibility that we're putting on them. Those are our go-to people. That's who we want to look for in tight situations. We want to try to get them the ball. And then Maddie Gibson is, as a freshman, you never really know what to expect, but she's came in and she's just really kind of embraced her role. She's become one of our go-to players as well, and as a freshman, that sometimes can be a lot to handle, and she goes out there, she's a competitor, and she just competes every moment that she's on the floor. She's been great for us. And then Morgan obviously is in a different role this year. She's been a setter for the past 2 years, and I feel like we needed her more on the defensive side this year and made that switch. And she's still growing there in that position as it's something new to her, but she, I think, has done a pretty decent job there as well.
A big win tonight against Bluefield State. Do you think this can be a turning point for you guys after the rough start to the season?
I hope so. I think, we, like I've said earlier, I think we still lack confidence. I don't necessarily think that we've been out-talented by a lot of teams, but I do think we've been out-confidenced by a lot of teams, and I think that does come from lack of experience and just having youth on the team right now. So I'm hoping we can, pick up a little bit of the confidence with each victory that we do get and move forward with the rest of the year.
And then, can you give me your general thoughts just on the season up to this point, how things have been going?
Well, obviously they've been a little rocky if you look at our record. But I do think, there's some of those matches that have been pretty tight that we've lost. And then, there's some days I feel really great about us, and some days I feel like we took 7 steps back. So I think more than anything, we've just been inconsistent. We've got to be consistent, and when we take steps forward, we've got to stay there and then take another step forward. We can't really go backward, and I think that's something that we know and we talk about every day and they're working on. So hopefully we'll start seeing that change here.
And then you guys are heading out on the road for your next game. What are your thoughts heading into that match?
Yeah, I think, that's one of their wins against Lisa McCray. We beat them here at home. It was a close match, so I think they're going to be fired up and ready. They're going to be at home and ready, and I hope that we'll kind of take the confidence from being here and getting that victory and carrying that over into next week. So we'll see if they show up and are ready to go or not. I think we still struggle a little bit with getting off the bus. It's a little bit different from adjusting from high school to college and the travel and distance. This will be one of our closer trips, so hopefully they'll be able to get off the bus and just be ready to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.